Hello guys and welcome back to my Fate Grand Order Valentine's 2026 gameplay. I was extremely busy and I couldn't do anything. Let's continue the story and hopefully, I will be able to complete the Valentine's, the special scenes as well for all the characters. And as you know, if you have watched my other videos, you'll probably know that I'm kind of busy nowadays because of my IRL job as well. So it's quite hectic, but since I enjoy these, I like doing these videos. I will try to complete everything. So let's go. All right, section 2, hero slash desire. Okay. There are a few words that inevitably come up whenever I talk about myself. Queen Cassiopeia, my mother, divine wrath, sacrificial maiden, and a hero. Okay. Oh. What is a hero exactly? I knew, of course, or at least I thought I did. But I think before that moment, I had never actually seen one. He swooped down from the sky and stood in front of me while I was chained to that boulder. Even though I was prepared to give my life if I had to, he still saved me like it was no big deal at all. It was a shock to my system. Seeing a true genuine hero when I was on the verge of death was overwhelming. Compared to him, the people I used to think of as heroes seemed like mere child's play. He was both the first real hero I had ever seen and the pinnacle of what heroes should be. He was virtuous enough to be blessed by the gods, strong enough to defeat Medusa and Cetus. He helped countless people, rescued sacrificial maidens, defeated evil, and saved the weak. That is the kind of hero Perseus was. And that is what made me fall in love with him. What? Sorry, I didn't mean to fall asleep. That's no problem, senpai. We're still on standby. Okay. Oh yeah, we are in the... Okay. Besides, there's just something about gentle sailing that lulls you to sleep, and it's good to rest up when you can. We're with Columbus, I remember now. Good lord. Looks like the voyage is going pretty smoothly so far. Yes, it may not be at a fast pace, but the ship and river are both making steady forward progress. And just so you guys know, now that the river is flowing, the chocolate miasma is starting to ease up too. It's good to know that our initial guesses were accurate, not to mention the information we were given. What's that supposed to mean? I've only ever given you accurate information. What? Got a big boulder up ahead. Hard to starboard. Wow, nice steering. I used to go sailing a lot too, so I can tell you're really good at this, beard guy. Well, thanks, your highness. It's nice that boulders can replenish the river too. But it kind of sucks that you can't always tell them apart from the chocolate. Dangerous too. You said it. You've always got to be careful on the water. One wrong move and on a ship can easily cost your life. That's right. For sailors, the time spent on board is anything but fun and games. You're gambling with your life as to whether you'll even reach your destination. So while I may play a little fast and loose with the truth here and there, it's only because I have to make sure we get where we're going to. Okay. So please don't feel like you need to keep your guard up around me. Yeah, your track record is not good, man. Come to think of it, that reminds me of an anecdote I once read about you, where you lied to your crew to stave off a mutiny when they started to doubt there really was a land up ahead. Can't say I remember that. But if I did do something like that, it was only because it's my responsibility as a captain. I hope you can believe me when I say I'm here to make sure the ship gets where it needs to go. I'll get you all there if it's the last thing I do. But we don't even know where it is we need to go. Sure, this river's probably going to rise somewhere at some point, but how's it going to let me see someone I miss? How should we know? We do not even know how this chocolate river came to be in the first place. There. What is it, girl? What are you looking at? Oh, I was just thinking how you kind of remind me of my mother. Your mother was Queen Cassiopeia, right? The one from the constellation? Oh, how do you mean? And be warned that when comparing a supremely powerful empress to another, you had best choose your words wisely. I mean, how you're both so beautiful, of course. Huh. I've only even... Wait, what? Just a minute. I've only ever seen such unclouded eyes on infants. You know, royalty is supposed to be far less forthcoming about what they truly think. Enough of this. I'm expecting a report from the doves I sent out to look for boulders. Right. Uh-oh, did I say something wrong? He's just not used to direct compliments. Yes, I think that's what it is too. Used to dealing with a certain someone who likes to hide his true intentions behind a smile. So, an earnest smile and direct compliments are still pretty new for her. I see. That's strange. It feels like something in the wind just changed. What is this? Oh, the doves. What was that? Use words I can understand. There is no point in a report I cannot make sense of. River? What about the river? Another river. Ah, hell is that? Damn, should have trusted my gut. All of you, brace for impact and hang on tight. What? Oh no, there's another one? Bruh. Right. Okay, well, that's that. Alright, let's see. What the hell? Well, it's chocolate. I can't believe it. It really is another chocolate river. It's been adding chocolate to the other stuff to extend its course, just like we've been doing with ours. And now it's come crashing headlong into our river's path to block it off. Another chocolate river? So the one you've been sailing on isn't the only one? There was another chocolate river branch too? Beats me, I can't say which one's the original and which one's the branch. Near as I can tell, both rivers have the same levels of current and chocolate. They're vying to see which one wins out, which completely stopped both from flowing. Though the impact did make what seems to be a chocolate fountain over there. Looks like the ones I've seen at buffets. So wait, the boats just completely stopped now? Then what do we do? I have no idea. Of course it is. It can't move when the river itself isn't moving. If you can feed the river enough chocolate or whatnot to build up its pressure, then it ought to swallow up the other river and start moving again, but is there a problem with the plan? I'll say there is. Take a look at the other river. What, is it more? What does... Wait. Those banana trees? Those look like bananas? Chocolate banana, yeah? They look yummy too. I've never thought about it before, but bananas and chocolate seems like they'd go really good together. The salad. Oh boy. That river is indeed quite different from ours. Our river accepts boulders as well, thanks to the girl imbuing it with her personal traits. So then the other river must have undergone something similar to make it accept bananas. Okay. Look, there's a ship on the other river. Oh no. Right, I can see where this is going. And there's someone on it. Oh, it's Rama. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to be here. Rama? Yes, it is me. What are you doing here, Rama? Oh, that's why banana. Okay, right. What am I doing here? A foolish question. There is someone I wish to see, someone I miss dearly. Oh, Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, why is Rama here? It's Valentine's Day. I forgot completely. Oh no. Good lord. Right, that's why he's here. He's still searching for Sita. Uh, and as we all know now, arcade has shut down, right? So yeah, or maybe this is an indication that later on this might actually be the reason why Sita comes to FGO. But I do wonder, unless and until they do something about that curse of separation, because obviously, unless and until that is dealt with, these two cannot be in the same game. So I think if they decide to bring Sita to FGO mobile, they probably will have to do something with the plot to counteract the curse of separation one way or the other. Otherwise, it's going to go against that whole narrative. So yeah, anyways, let's see. Sita, my beloved wife. And since this river lets you see people you miss, there's no question that I must make my way down to it. I must get to where my river will take me. I must. Now move aside. Well, so he's not about to yield for us. Now what do we do? Then again, I guess it's pretty obvious. Oh, I can tell. I can't help but tell. Tell what, girl? That guy really means every word he's saying. He wants to see this Sita person from the bottom of his heart, and he's willing to risk everything to do that. And I can't tell that he's an incredibly upstanding hero. I don't know his name and I've never seen him before, but I gotta be right? Yes, you are. Rama is a great hero from an epic poem. He's an upstanding young king who always tries to do the right thing. I knew it. I may not recognize his face or voice, but there's just something about him that reminds me of Perseus. I can tell he's strong enough to face any foe, an unshakable sense of virtue. No matter what kind of obstacles he may encounter, he'll always face them head on and overcome them in the end. Perseus had that kind of vibe, and I can tell this guy does too. That's what makes them widely recognized as heroes. So what? Haha, exactly. That's why I'm struggling with what I should do now. I know we are advancing this river so we can get rid of the world's big anomaly. But maybe it doesn't have to be my river? What? Wait, what do you mean? My... Like I said, I can tell his feelings are the real deal. And I can tell he's got a special reason for them too. I also miss Perseus, and it definitely is the real deal. But I don't have any special reason like Rama does. Oh, I see. So if only one of these rivers can keep going, maybe it's better if I give up mine and let him become the main one. Nope, that won't work. His river will never make it to the end. Why? Huh? Okay, let me just tweak this, adjust this, and... Yep, I knew it. Watch out, everyone. That isn't Kaldia's Rama. Oh, what? His signal is still right here. That other guy is someone or something else entirely. Oh no. What do you mean? Look, he's changing color. Wait. Okay, wait a minute. This is the wrong person. Is that chocolate? Okay. I think so. He changed back right away, but I saw it too. What was that, Da Vinci? As far as I can tell, that Rama's not a serpent. It's an imitation made out of chocolate. Some kind of magical energy or something with a unique orientation became connected to the chocolate. Just a second. Alright, I'm back. So, right, where was I? Made something resemble of spirit origin. Okay. I guess we can call it Choco Servant, right? I still don't know exactly how this happened though. I feel like I've seen something similar before. Right. That's right, it was Chocoramis. Chocoramis? I have no idea what you're talking about. But if you say one more word, I will be forced to make you take Forgetfulness Potion, master or no. That thing's gonna be based on the desire of someone powerful to see another. So that desire gets isolated and connected to the chocolate, I guess. It'd be one thing if that really was a servant, but chocolate imitation? No way. Only someone with genuine feelings have a chance of making it to the end of this river. So no, Missy, you cannot yield to him. If that river becomes the mainstream, it'll just go around in circles without even getting anywhere. If that happens, we'll never be able to fix this singularity, so we have to make sure we win. How are you so sure about Right. I see. So then how are we supposed to win? Easy, the river stopped flowing because it ran into another river that's flowing just as strong. So we've got to upset the equilibrium with brute force. And that means doing the same thing we've been doing so far. We've got to toss more fuel into the river, make it pick up its pace and overpower the other one. So we need to add even more boulders and chocolate to our river then. That's right, and to take it step further, that other river's getting mixed in with ours at the fountain point. So while this will probably only work near there, I think we can use filler from the other river that have gotten your magical energy on them, Missy. In fact, whichever side can better use the other's trait might be the contest deciding factor. So by trait in this case, does that mean the bananas? Yeah? Looks that way. This whole thing might sound a little silly, but our opponent's dead serious. Oh, and of course, the other guy's gonna try to do the same thing. He might try to interfere with us directly. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to overpower us, so he could then take his time with the river. This could be tougher than we thought. In that case, could we not do the same thing by completely eliminating this threat this Choco Servant poses? Even if they are from Caldia, if they mean to stand in our way, I see no reason to go easy on them. Nah, that ain't gonna help. This is just a guess, but I'd bet the chocolate that guy's made of comes straight from that other river. So even if we did kill him, he'd just keep coming back until we did something about the river itself. Okay. Forgive me, but I have no intention of standing down. If you will not yield, then battle is only our recourse. Though of course I will never kill you, Master Marsh. So he recognizes them, I guess. At least part of him is the same as Caldia's Rama then. It looks like Columbus was right. It seems he really is a copy of Rama's desire to see Sita. I know this is my selfish on my part, but to me this selfishness is worth taking on the entire world. It's the one thing I cannot compromise on. Your river is tied to rocks, huh? Very well. My good friend Hanuman once carried in a mountain to save our lives. Yeah. It was... Okay, I'm forgetting the lore, but... Oh yeah, I remember. I think it was Lakshman, right? Who needed like an antidote or something, and something like that. And I think Hanuman was told to bring a certain plant, and he went to the mountain where the plant was growing, and he didn't know which part or which, like one to pick, or he wasn't sure which one would be the correct one. So he grabbed the whole mountain and brought it with him. So something like that. I'm forgetting the story. It's something along those lines. Right. It would be amusing to do something similar in front of Hanuman's distant relations. So I will cut down that rocky mountain and throw it all into the river. Damn. I'm seeing a lot of monkeys all carrying bananas. Look closer, they're dotting the shore as well as that ship. It would seem that they're the ones who have been procuring those bananas. They're on they're on the shore too. Then we still got a chance. If we can steal those monkeys' bananas, we can whittle down the enemy's forces while also bolstering our river. 2 birds, 1 stone. Doesn't look like they're giving us much choice either way. Yeah, we have to do this no matter what. I still can't say with confidence that I should be the one leading this river. I definitely don't want to deny his wish, but if this is the only way I have to help others, then I am going to follow my own feelings wherever they lead. Sorry other hero, but we're the one who will be going on ahead. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so... yeah, or should I just take Andrew? Okay, I think I already have like a team there. Yeah, let me just bring this team. I've been using this to farm. Right. Yeah, let's just bring that. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Damn, the chocolate fountain in the background. Hmm.
この律動の女神が魔人の血をすすり訪れるのは黒さあ
Damn. You playing a banana? Yeah. Getting intense. Okay, nice.
死だ聞くがいいこの律動の女神が魔人の血をすすり訪れるのは黒さあ
Alright. Chocorama.
王の契約だ運命をかけた戦いであればわかる少な勝利だ我ら肉変態すまない
Right.
鐘の音
And
が
there you
聞
go.
こえる
Take this. Damn. Yeah. We did it. Chocolate Drama is defeated. And our river is starting to flow again after overpowering the other one. Okay. Damn. It also looks like now that our deadlock is broken, the chocolate fountain has turned into Chocolate Mountain. Right. Okay. I'm glad that our river's flowing again, but what's going to happen to him? Well, I think the desire will, I don't know, probably flow back into Rama again. Well, it'll just dissipate. That guy's kind of like a ghost born from the original's desire to see his loved one. That ghost then merged with this and took over that chocolate river, causing it to advance temporarily. But once our river absorbed the river and forced it to stop, the ghost basically returned to its senses. Ah, I see. I'm actually... And now the only thing it can do is disappear. Hey now, cheer up. I'm just talking about the Choco servants in the singularity. The original servants are still back in Chaldea and their feelings aren't going anywhere. Where are you going, Missy? I'm sorry. I know we can't let you keep advancing your river, but your feelings are still as real as mine. I can tell. It's okay. I understand now. I'm Rama's desire to see Sita again. I am essentially one facet of his mind given self-awareness. I have no more substance than a mirage or a shadow. And besides, even if I did see Sita again, I could never face her, knowing I had taken a dishonorable path to reach her. Still, even now, There is a part of me stubbornly insisting that dishonor is okay if it means seeing her again. How in becoming, no king or hero should be having such conflicting thoughts. But then I'm a jumble of weakness and indulgence. It's no surprise that I would. No, you're wrong there. I know what it's like. I know that the people we call heroes are just people, and with the same doubts and hardships as anyone else. I know that sometimes they worry even more because they're heroes, and that sometimes they agonize even more than the most because nobody else understands. And I know that no matter how great a hero you are, you're still more than just your heroism. I know because I've lived my life with someone like that. I've seen what it's like up close and personal. Andromeda. So it's okay, you don't have to convince yourself that you were mistaken. Don't worry about acting like a hero, just hold your head high and go where your feelings tell you to. So, for what it's worth, I really hope you find what you're looking for. I say, hearing you say that does make me feel better. Hey, well. Yeah. Ah, he dropped something. Okay. Is that chocolate? It would seem so. I think this is what it was used to give chocolate Rama its form. Oh, okay. Hey guys, got a second? I've got a guest here who wants to talk to you just for a little. Who is it? Rama, the original one? Yep. I've been watching this situation on the monitor, so I understand what is going on. Whoa, are you the real Rama? Indeed I am. I apologize for the trouble my feelings have caused you. But you're not actually sorry, are you? Well, I cannot help how I feel. Indeed, I can't say I'm surprised that my desire to see Sita again was strong enough to assume this chocolate from your mat. If another situation like this were to arise, I expect the same thing will happen yet again. There's no way to stop it. All I can do in advance is ask for your forgiveness and your understanding. Now that is the sort of arrogance I would expect from a king. I trust you have no objections to having purged your chocolate doppelganger then? Of course not. Besides, even if he had continued down the river, what would be the point of having only my personified desire to see Sita again? True. If anyone's going to see her again, it should be the true me. So no, paid no heed. Thanks, honestly, it's kind of a relief to hear that. Right, what should we do with this chocolate I just picked up? That is just a container for my feelings. It does seem as though it has retained its code though. Feel free to use it as you would as any other chocolate. You need chocolate to fuel the river now, no? I don't think one piece of chocolate will make that much difference, so I think I'll just hang on to it for now. Do with it what you will. You may even eat it as an emergency ration if you like. At any rate, let me ask you one final question. Are you one who exists alongside heroes? Right. I'm not sure. Honestly, I kind of feel like that alone wouldn't be enough. So if I do happen to see your Sita, I'd love to talk with her about this. I see, you and her are very different, but something tells me you'll still hit it off. If you should meet her, then please tie her down with those chain of yours. I can get them myself. Farewell. Right. Okay, so... Good, the ship's picking up speed again. Great, then we can pick up where we left off, gathering boulders and chocolate and using them to extend the river. It doesn't look like bananas will work for that anymore though. That was only for the area you were just in. Never mind that. What was that last conversation about? Well, since you asked, I guess this is a good time to tell you guys. Especially now that meeting the last hero jogged my memory. Well, it's not like I ever forgot really, it just got to me thinking about it again. What are you talking about? Yeah. Well, I guess you could say it has to do with my current goal. You see? I'd like to try becoming a hero myself. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so that's what Rama was asking. Wait, what? Complete one free quiz. And after... Well, I did so many free quiz. Bro. Yeah, I've got an order. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to do one now before I'm pretty sure I've already completed the prerequisite condition. But yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, so yeah, let's continue. Section 3, the shape of love's shape. The shape of love's shape. Okay, interesting. Wait, what does that even mean? Shape of love's shape. Hmm. Let's talk about what it means to love a hero. We were so happy together and we were incredibly fortunate to be wed. Our love was perfectly ordinary and we were able to nurture it in a perfectly ordinary way. We found lots of treasures together, treasures that made us happier than words can express. And since he was a hero and the prince of Argos, we never wanted for anything. We lived in several different places over the course of our lives, but it didn't matter where we were. As long as I was with him and the rest of our family, I had everything I needed. I can't complain about a single aspect of our time together. From the moment he saved me from becoming a sacrifice, I devoted the rest of my life to loving him. I witnessed his heroism right by his side. Right. So it's like I said, I know what it's like. I know that the people we call heroes are still just people with the same doubts and hardships as anyone else. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I'm here now. Yeah. I'm so fired up right now that I'm going to toss in even more boulders. Yeah. I tell you to not wear yourself out, but I'm getting tired of repeating myself. It's great that you've got energy to spare, just don't use up so much that you collapse. I won't. You're really full of energy, aren't you? I agree, I feel more energetic myself while watching you in action. Master, once we've got a little break, how about we go gathering chocolate too? Surely you do not think that an abundance of energy alone is enough to become a hero, do you? It's not? Yeah. Just kidding, I know that. Persis wasn't a full of energy all the time kind of hero either. I'm not trying to be like anyone specific, I'm just trying to do the best I can in my way. As for all my energy, I just kind of get like whenever I try my best at something. But she wants to be a hero, huh? You want to try becoming a hero? I know what you're thinking. What business does someone like me have trying to be a hero? But please don't take it too seriously, okay? This is more than just a personal goal of mine. Like, I want to selflessly help as many people as I can, but there's also being driven by some kind of a selfish desire. I'm pretty selfish. A lot of the time, actually. She's downplaying her feelings by laughing like some mustache twirler. Anyway, that's all there is to it. If I ever say something weird, just chalk it up to that. In fact, just forget I said anything at all. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get this ship back on the river. Definitely seemed like there was more going on. Alright, that ought to take care of the latest boulder. You know, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Call these chains your oracles. Chains of yours, the oracles chains Nereids, right? Where did that name come from? Oh, there's no deep meaning to it. I just kind of felt like calling them that, so I did. The Nereids? Isn't that the name of the divine sea nymphs that led you to being sacrificed in the first place? There was an oracle who said I had to be sacrificed because they were so angry. And now they say that's how I ended up chained to the boulder. They say. Basically, I have these chains because the Nereids' wrath, which we knew about from that oracle. But that's way too long, so I just started calling them Oracle's Chains Nereids for short. I see. Well, that leads me straight to my next question about the nitty gritty details. There are different accounts of whether Nereids were so mad in the first place. One says it was because your mother Cassiopeia boasted about being just as beautiful as them. Ah. And another says she was boasting about your beauty instead. Which one was it? Maybe it was both. Actually, I'd rather keep that a secret if you don't mind. Oh man. But I can't say I'm surprised. Sometimes it's just rude to go prying too deep into a heroic spirit's past. Sometimes there are cases where even they don't remember what happened anymore. So if you don't want to answer, that's fine. Besides, there's no fun in just having an answer handed to you. Great, thanks. In exchange, I'm happy to talk about anything else. What about Perseus then? Would you be willing to tell us about him? We have several Medusas back at Cardia. Right. Oh no. So he's not exactly a subject we can comfortably discuss there. Whoa, you have Medusas. Plural. I can see how that'd be awkward. Actually, thinking about it some more, I'd rather not talk about Perseus either. Sorry. So much for anything else. It seems there's a great deal you cannot tell us, girl. If you mean to betray us, I suggest you tell us now so I can prepare just the right poison for the occasion. Oh no, it's not like that. It's just when it comes to actually talking about him, I just kind of get a little embarrassed. I mean, you don't usually talk about romance with people you just met, right? At least that's my impression. Oh, good point. Talking about romance is more Suzuka's. Oh yeah. So I don't have much experience with it either. Funny thing, she's also a gyaru, so these two would probably hit it off. But now that you mention it, that does seem right. So maybe we can try again once we've all gotten to know each other a little better. Yeah, there you go. Sorry again. And here I thought your girls your age generally talked about nothing but romance. Well, I mean, obviously we have a lot of people with some crazy romance stories in the Greek myth community. But whether you can talk openly about your kind of depends on the person, you know. Oh my god, what's happening? Damn it! Another new river? Bruh. It looks that way, master. Okay, great, another river. Right, now it's a hammer, so I'm assuming it has something to do with someone who has a hammer? What are those? Oh, you're discussing love. That's fine. I'm always ready to talk about mine. Wait, who's this? In fact, every statue I make, is Galatea. Is an expression of the love I have for my king. There, on that ship, it's Galatea. Let's see. Yup, she's giving off the same kind of readings as Rama, so the real Galatea is still in Chaldia. And that's a choco servant made from her desire to see the person she misses, and well, chocolate. A choco servant? I have never heard that phrase before, but that's no problem. I'm not interested anyway. My own interest is in seeing my king once more. Whoa, that lady's a real statuesque beauty. I can feel Lady Aphrodite's blessing pulsing slightly. It seems I'm far from the only Greek here. I guess the nearest Cetus and Poseidon have a pretty distinctive smell, huh? Well, never mind that. So you have someone you miss a lot too, huh? I do. My husband and king, Pygmalion. Our love was so great that even the gods gave us their blessing. I was transformed from a statue into a human. I must see him again no matter what. I must do whatever I can to repay his love. For I love him too with all my heart and soul. I'm impressed she can say that with a straight face. We know firsthand how strong Galatea's feelings are. She's not going to back down just like Rama didn't. Yeah, I can tell how genuine her love is too. It's so strong that it's basically all she needs, even at the expense of her own mind. Oh, of course my love is genuine. But I don't see why you think that makes me some sort of berserk warrior who turned off her brain for it. Well, you are a berserker, so... isn't she actually a berserker? Yeah. As proof, I'm willing to engage in a peaceful, civilized contest to resolve this conflict. Let me guess. Fight against you? We will calmly and rationally expound on our love and our desire to see the person we miss more than anything. What? And whoever convinces the other that their feelings are stronger will be allowed to proceed. How the hell will that work? I assure you, I'm prepared to win. All I need to do is keep talking until you admit defeat, bruh. My love is infinite, so I can talk about my feelings for my king for days on end. And as a Greek statue, I can easily withstand inclement weather as well. Just look at how many others have remained intact for thousands of years. Now, where to begin? What if we start with our favorite features from our loved ones' bodies? I'll go first. The shoulder blade line. Okay. Man, you're strong. I can't believe you just out and said something like that. I don't know if I'm cut out for this kind of contest. Yeah, she literally wasn't even able to talk about her scenes. I see. Then I win by default. Bruh. And as a winner, I'm going to keep my river going with. What else? My statue trade. All I need to do is see my king again. Now is to keep making statues. Something I've been doing all this time already. I'll start by finishing up the one that was nearly complete. Right. Come on, girl, now is not the time to be backing down. Your opponents mean business. But for now, I'll throw in more boulders to match her. Yeah, this is not going to... That helped. We're back on deadlock again. Should I keep going then? That'd be better than nothing, but I doubt your boulders alone will be able to break past her. We'll need to use your opponent's trades to further our river, just like we did with the bananas. Exactly, the statues she's been throwing into her river are being treated as the same material as your boulders, which means our boulders are counting as her statues here, effectively giving her double river fuel for free. Oh, right. So there's no way we'll be able to beat her by playing fair. Then what do? I think I have some good news. Galatea seems to be very particular about each statue living up to her high standards, which means she's not going to about it very quickly. I hope we can use that time to come up with a strategy. The best thing it'd probably be if we can throw in statues of our own to give ourselves a boost, like we did with the bananas. As a member of royalty, surely you must have studied at least one form of art, no? Well, I did have tutors, but I usually slipped out of my classes to go swimming, so... Exasperated sigh. Can't say I'm surprised. Is there anything we can do, Da Vinci? Good question. Since we have some time to spare, maybe we can scrap together enough resources to send someone to help. Or maybe we can call on the real Galatea from Chaldea then. I don't think that's going to help us that much. I had the same thought, but she actually just turned me down. Yeah. She said that there'd be no point in contesting her love for her king with her own self. Yeah, it's... And we can't force her to agree. I understand where she's coming from too. It is true that fighting another version of yourself made from chocolate is nothing less than a nightmare. So I'm leaving the thinking to you. Even if it does take our opponent time to finish her statue, she will still overwhelm us eventually if we do not keep our resilience. So I'll release the stockpile of boulders I have accumulated thus far. Hang on, I've got an idea. What was that? You have another use for these boulders in mind? What do you mean? Okay. Right. To fight Galatea here, I guess. The plan is quantity over quality. Okay. Oh, what the? You made the right decision calling on me. I do take issue with one thing though. My mass production quality is just fine. I can churn out perfectly satisfactory articles at downright criminal speeds. All I need is this gizmo I whipped up with my incredible genius, the direct current fully automatic rock person conversion machine. Wow, I don't know what half of those words mean, but it sounds amazing. I'm sorry I didn't keep up my studies with with my studies more, I think I could understand what's amazing about it no matter how simply you explained it. That's quite alright, my fair and energetic young lady. In fact, that's the greatest compliment any inventor can receive. You don't need to understand inventions for them to be useful. All sorts of problems can crop up from understanding them too well. Court battles, cheap imitations from competitors who don't know their place. I don't know how your lion mask works like that, but it's amazing too. It looks so real. Well, right. Haha, that's because it's not a mask at all, young lady. So, would you please stop tugging on my beard? Rest assured that you don't need to understand how this head of mine works either. Anyways, trust me when I say this gizmo here is something very special. So how do we use it? Simple, hit the switch, throw in the necessary amount of rocks and... yeah. It uses those rocks as materials to make new statues automatically like so. I just wish I had a little more time. That way I could make the statues move and around autonomously too. Nah, this is plenty. The important thing is that we have now got a way to make statues that will work with that other river's trade. Maybe we can't compete with Galatia's statue as beautiful works of art, but this should be at least enough to match our numbers. We're definitely outpacing her in units per hour now. Of course, it's still not an open question as to whether the lower quality of our mass-produced stone statues will make a difference in river's propulsion. Bro, Edison literally said that, oh, it's not low quality. And we just ignored him. But the only way we find out is try and see how it goes. And that just leaves the question of the material. Indeed, not even a genius of my caliber can make something out of nothing. This is only a test run. The machine will shut down unless we keep providing it with rocks. Then we're all set. I'll fit it rocks as long as my magical energy lasts. We'll go get more too. Right, Master. Fortunately, Semiramis had already figured out where we can find more rock piles. Right, Semiramis? Ah, very well. Come, I'll show you the way. Let us hurry and get this over with. Okay. Right, what are we dealing with? We need a rider. Rider. Or well, all my rider are single target. That is crazy. What the hell is this? Let's just go with a berserker. Or yeah. Oh wait, Tiamat is Buster, right? I think so. Anyways, fine. Oh my god, thank god I bought an AoE character. Good lord. Wait a minute, she's Buster, right? Yeah. I don't know. She gives the vibes of a arts character, but she's a Buster. Anyways, it doesn't matter. They have 6,000 HP. Alright, that's the first wave. Oh yeah, but the oh god, I forgot. The problem will be like the NP refund. That's good. Ah, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. Wait, which one? Okay, nice. Great. Well, now what? Oh, there's only one. Okay.
理想の姿あらなくては
Yeah. Well, like I said,
そうですかいいですよ
I think this is enough.
風に注意です風に注意です風に注意です風に注意風に注意です修復
Okay, and there you go. That's that.
よかったです
Ooh. The river's flowing again. Okay, what will it turn on? Obviously rock, because we won, yeah. The plan worked, we did it. Ah, so once again I won't get to see my beloved king. Once again my love has failed. It's okay, there was nothing at all wrong with your love. I guarantee it. Then why did I fail to reach him? Because I failed to meet my deadline? Maybe? But I think it's more like it just wasn't meant to happen for you at this time and place. I see. That's too bad. Ah, I miss him. I miss him so much. But I'm sure my love will reach him one day as long as I don't give up. I've always believed that. This time you'll just be going on ahead of me, right? That's right. It's not about whose love is stronger or weaker. I'm just going first, that's all. Come to think of it, I never did take a turn, did I? That's a little embarrassing, but since you told me a little about the person you love, I don't think it'd be fair if I didn't return the favor. The person I want to see again is named Perseus. He came down from the sky and saved me from being eaten by a monster. There are lots of things I love about him, so many I couldn't even count them at all. He's very strong and kind. He's honest and straightforward and kind of a crybaby even. He's a great hero who never gives up and who always succeeds. Everyone knows how wonderful he is. I see. I don't know how he compares to King Pygmalion, but it does sound like the object of your affection is a great man. It makes sense that you'd miss him. Well, that's part of it, sure, but that's not all there is to it. Sure, he was a great hero and everything and could do anything, but that wasn't all there was to him. There were also sides to him that I think only I knew, and it's those sides I miss more than anything. That's why I'm here now. I see. Alright, now that I've seen that expression of yours, I'm willing to let this go. Because that is unmistakably the face of a woman in love. Now I know what that theme and motive to use for my next piece. Huh? Right, okay. Well. Oh, I don't know what she was talking about at the end, but I'm glad it sounded like she made her peace with this. Look, another piece of chocolate. Yes, it looks like a cute miniature from a form of Galatea. She must have carved out her own core in the last moment she disappeared. Impressive. Hang on, maybe I could give Senpai a cute miniature version of him in chocolate form this year. Well, on second thought, never mind. I do think it would make for a very unique Valentine. But I don't think I have the technical skills to make it at the quality it would deserve. But I'll have to remember this idea before I make my final decision just in case. Yeah, it's really impressive, but now I definitely can't eat it or throw it away. Guess I'll just hang on to it then. Anyway, we managed to win the second river battle too. Yay! Sure did, the river's flowing nicely again. So what say we get this ship back on the way to its destination? All this talk about love is giving me hives. What? You never talk about love yourself, Empress? Isn't there anyone you're interested in? No, there is not. Right. Why are you all looking at each other like that? Be honest, there's someone, isn't there? One more word and we'll have a war on our hands. Come on, Galatea, I talked about the people we love. It's not fair for you not to do the same. Oh, Galatea and I, okay. So come on, spill already. Hanging Gardens, activate. Yeah, you're using in Empress. Wait, can't we talk about this? Alright, I think I should end it here today. We did 2 sections. I think like this has like 7 or 8 sections like that. Okay. I don't know when I'm gonna complete this. Good lord. Yeah. Alright, I'll continue this in the next video. So that is it, guys. Right, we are on our way to, you know, fix the singularity. Yeah, that's what we're doing. For a moment I forgot what we were doing. And yeah, for that we need to keep going through the river and all that stuff, and we're encountering other rivers and other people connected to those rivers and their desires, and we are defeating them and all those stuff. So yeah, let's see how this continues. And yeah, for today I'll end this here. Thanks for watching. This was my gameplay, my Valentine's 2026 gameplay for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in a few days. I will try to complete this. The event isn't really that big, but the question is like when I'll get enough time. We have 6 more days left, so hopefully in 2 more days I can complete this, and then I can use another day for the Valentine's scenes and all that. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys in maybe 1 or 2 days. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.